Good morning. I am Stampin' Dee Dee, and this is Stampin' Thursday. And this is the first Thursday of the month. So it is the Thursday that I get to introduce to you the May, can you believe it's May? The May Monthly Stamp Club. And the stamp being featured for this month's stamp club is Irresistible Blooms. This is an online exclusive, so I can't show you a picture of it in the catalog because it's not in the catalog. It is only sold at stampinup.com online. So what you do is you go to the store and you click on Shop Now, and then you click on the little eyeglass. So this is what I do. You click on the little eyeglass and type in online exclusives, and it will bring up those items that are only sold online. And this is one of them. This is one of my favorite sets, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. But first of all, the suite, which includes the stamps, the dies, the Irresistible Blooms paper, or Hello Irresistible is what it's called, and a package of gems. All of that is $74.50. If you just want to buy the bundle, it's $54. If you just want to buy the beautiful Hello Irresistible paper, it is $12.50. So you can pick and choose what you want, but I want to show you the stamp set. Now I did the stamps and dies. I believe my April Dying to Know, I featured Irresistible Blooms, and I did that because I knew that May was going to be it was going to feature this set for May's Stamp Club. But just as a reminder, these dies are what make this set so incredible. This die, and then of course you have your leaves, multiple leaves, and you've got the flowers, the big flower and the smaller flower. There's a die for each of those. Dies for the leaves. You've got your sentiments. Thank you. I like you. Hooray, it's your day. Or I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. So it has got some wonderful pieces. Plus it's got the splatters, and if you've watched many of my videos, you know that I love these splatters. I think they add a lot of character to the card. So this is the featured stamp set, or the bundle, for the May Stamp Club. And let me go over the details of the Stamp Club one more time. Every month, the Stamp Club is $35. And for that $35, you get 8 card kits, 2 each of 4 designs. You get the envelopes that go with the card kits. You get a full color PDF tutorial that I will email to you, telling you exactly how to make each card and showing photos, full color photos of it. You get $20 to $25 worth of free products included with the Stamp Club, included with your kit that month. And those products will coordinate with the cards themselves. So they might be the designer series paper used on 1 or 2 or more of the cards. It might be that plus a blending brush. If I used a blending brush, it could be anything, but $20 to $25 in free products along with your 8 card kits and your PDF tutorial, all for $35. Now, that's a bargain. That's a bargain. And it's ready for you to make your cards. You'll have everything you need to make those cards. Now, the one thing is I cannot stamp your kits. So, it would be to your advantage to have the featured stamp set so that you can stamp exactly what I've stamped on my sample cards. But if not, you can substitute something of your own, something of, for example, you can substitute a flower similar to these flowers and leaves similar to these leaves. So you will do that. You will have to do your own stamping. I can't do that. You'll also stamp your own sentiments. But I will send you all of the cardstock, all of the designer series paper, anything that's die cut. I can send you that, but I can't stamp it. So if you do not have the featured stamp set and you want to get it, then you can add the catalog price to your $35 and I will order it for you and pay the shipping and the tax. So just let me know. You have to reserve RSVP and pay by the 10th of the month, every month. I feature it the first Thursday of the month. You have until the 10th to RSVP, and then I place the order that night or the next morning, and I will have everything ready for you by the 25th. So if you need it mailed to you, which you can participate in this from anywhere in the U.S. If you need it mailed, it'll be an additional $9 for priority mailing. So just let me know, RSVP by the 10th of the month, and have your PayPal or your check to me, or you can Venmo me. Venmo, PayPal, or your check to me by the 10th of the month. And I will start getting your card kits ready and get your freebies ordered. And if you decide you want the stamp set and the dies or the paper, whatever part of that you want, let me know. All right, so let's get to it. Let's look at the samples, and I'm going to put this paper right here. So the first sample is actually using the Hello Irresistible paper, and I don't know how well you can see this. Let me get it up here. This paper, this Irresistible Bloom, Hello Irresistible paper is gorgeous. It is just gorgeous. And this is actually the back side of one of the papers. Let me see if I can find the front. I think I put it. Yeah. So this is the paper used on this card. And here's the front, or the other side of the paper. See if you can see it better. This way, maybe. All right. And then this piece is cut from this piece. Get it to where you can see it. Okay. And then the back is another mottled color. Let me just show you one or two other, but you can go online and look at this paper. This paper is gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? All right, and there's the back. Another beautiful blend of colors. So those are just a few to whet your appetite for this beautiful paper. But, however, this is not the paper that I'm including with this bundle, and I'll show you one of those in a minute. So, this is one of the cards for the Stamp Club this month. Set that aside. This is another card that will be included with the Stamp Club this month. And this is one of those latch cards. Let me open it. So the latch, this flap fits right under the leaves. I've left the leaves unattached. And so this flap, and then it opens up. And this edge is embossed, and that will be embossed for you. Now, I did emboss with gold, with silver, and that will not be done for you. So if you have silver embossing powder and you have the stamp set, then you'll be able to do this exactly as it's done. All right. And number 3. Oh, and this is using that Countryside Inn designer series paper. Okay. Then this is card 3. And this is using one of those dies. Isn't that pretty? And the flower again, and the leaves, and the splatters. And then the 4th card is using the 2023-2025 in color designer series paper. And this is the paper pack that you'll be getting with your monthly stamp club. You'll get the 2023-2025 designer series paper pack, as well as the 2023-2025 in color dots. So you'll be getting a pack of this paper, designer series paper, and a package of the in color dots with your monthly kit. So this one is using another of those dies, this same die, but we're going to leave it attached for this one. We cut it loose with this one, and we're going to leave it attached with this one. And this is the one we're going to do today. So let's get busy with that. All right. So I tried to, on this card, I've tried to use at least a couple of the new in colors. And the new in colors are boho blue and copper clay and moody mauve, which is this one, moody mauve, and pebbled path, which is this one, pebbled path, and then wild wheat. So I used moody mauve and pebbled path for this card. I think those two colors go so well together. So we will first need our card base, and it is an 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. And so we're going to go ahead and fold that, and I'll use my bone folder to burnish it real good. I like to get a good burnish on my cards. And then we're going to use the designer series paper, this piece of the designer series paper, for the part under the white. And for that, we only need a 3.5 inch square. So let me get my trimmer, and we're just going to cut a 3.5 inch square. Set these aside to use on another card. And we're going to position that underneath our white. So, let's see. Yeah, that's the inside. This is our white. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut out the center. And that'll be using this die. So let me move that, move my, oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do it on this one. I forgot that this is a regular size. So let me move the big one in. And I know you can't see the whole thing, but you can at least see what we're doing. So I'm going to position my white with this in the center. Put my plate over it. And of course, if you want to use a Post-it or washi tape or whatever to secure it, but this is big enough that I did not need to do that. And I'm going to run it back through, back to me. This is a little bit of an intricate die, and so I want to make sure that it cut through. I'll take a pick tool, poke these pieces out while we're here on the plate. Now, this die is going to leave it attached to the piece that it was cut from. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Let me get this cleared off. Now, on some of your cards, I will show you this. You will keep this piece, let's see, on one of the cards, I think, and you will fit it back. It fits back in perfectly to give you a center to stamp on. So I'm going to hang on to it just to use for another project, just because it's a white scrap, and I always keep my white scraps. All right, let me move my machine. I think that's the only one we need the big one for. All right, and I'm going to get this to show you. Isn't this pretty? I just think that's so pretty, so delicate. Now for this card, for this card, what I did was I came along and snip, everywhere that it's attached, snip. I snipped it loose and then glued it down, and that's how you get this. And I think that's the only one I did that on. But we're going to use this whole piece. So I can have another little scrap, and we want it centered over our 3.5 by 3.5 inch square. So I can pretty much put this down in the middle and be in good shape. Let me grab my stamping seal, and we're ready to go. So I'm just going to put adhesive okay. Now just turned around. Put this in the middle. And before I press it down, I'm just going to set it there. I'm going to make sure, but it's plenty big enough. Yeah. Okay. Press it down. And I'll see where I have one little place that's not poked out. Look, it's not poked out yet. And I don't know what that is. Oh well. All right. So we're going to now adhere this down. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal on the edges, but then I'm going to come back with just some dots of glue. Okay, then I'll use my Tombow glue. Let me get my lid down out of the way. And I'm just going to put some dots of glue. Looks like I need to get the glue off the end. It's not going to take much. And I'm not going to do every piece. All right. Now we're ready to put this down. And get my mat, my silicone mat, and put it over the top to let that glue set. All right, there's our base. And now we're going to stamp our flower. And I've just got some scraps of Moody Mauve. I think I'll use this one. And I'll get our stamp out, and it's the large flower. Okay. And we're going to stamp this in let's see. Yeah, I think we'll stamp it in Smoky Slate. Here we go. Well, I got the edge a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We're going to die cut it. Let me clean my stamp. Put it back. Okay. And that's the, well, we need to stamp the hello. So I use the die for the sentiment. I use the die from Zany Zoo. And it's just this little die right here. And you know what? Let me see. Aha! It's going to fit perfect. So let me go ahead and cut that so that I can go ahead and stamp and be through stamping. Okay, now we've got that little tag cut, and I'll go ahead and use this scrap and cut another tag. That's sort of the mat behind it, same tag. Got that cut. Put that over here for right now because we've got to come cut our leaves here in a minute. But for right now, I'm going to put my Zany Zoo die away. And I want to go ahead and stamp my hello. And I want to do it toward the bottom because I'm going to use a ribbon. All right, I'm going to use a ribbon at the top. So that hello came from the Irresistible Blooms. So I'll put it back. That's all the stamping we're going to do. All right. So we can set this aside right now. Put this away. I'm going to get out the light smoky slate. And what I did on this, and you don't have to do this, but I wanted it to have a little more definition. A little more depth, I guess, is more what I want. And let me, I'm going to move this down just a little bit. All right. All right. So I'm just going to come down from the edges. And there's already some depth on this, but I just wanted to do something different. And I wanted it to look a little different than the other dies, the other stamps, the other flowers that were stamped with this same stamp. And this will dry a little bit lighter. So I just went around and pieces that were on the edge like this, I went ahead and colored them in. On this one, I went ahead and colored it in. It creates shadows. Just a little bit of depth. Like I say, if you don't want to do this on yours, you don't have to do that. But I wanted to do it on mine. So here we go. It doesn't take long. And you'll see as it dries, it definitely dries lighter. Okay. I didn't get this one. And this one. And this one. Okay, and I think I did some of these. All right, we're going to let that dry a minute, see how it looks. I think I'll do this one, the whole thing. It's kind of in the background, so I want it to, the shadows, I want it to have a sense of shadows. This could be a little bit darker, and this one could be a little bit darker. All right, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. All right, so now we need to die cut this and die cut our leaves. So let me get my dies for the leaves. And looks like I just used these 3 for this one. Oops, I need the die for my flower. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this right here. So we don't need all of that. And get out my Mossy Meadow for the leaves. Set this aside. Go ahead and die cut our flower. Move this over a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. You have to work just a little bit to position the flower. Get it all lined up. And I will use my washi tape for this. All right, we're ready for the flower. Move it down a little bit so you can see it. And we'll take that one off and die cut our leaves. Position those right there. And I just use scraps for this. So however they fit on the scraps. And put my top on it and run them through. Now that is everything that we need to die cut. So I'm going to put these dies away so I don't lose them. Whoops, my leaf is caught in that one. Thought it came out on the plate, but it didn't. Okay. So go ahead and put my dies away. And my flower die. Put it away. And I have to undo it from the, with the washi tape. That die away. All right. We're through with our set. We're through with our die cut machine, except I need to get these off. Move it aside. All right, here we are. There's our flower. Set this aside. We don't need that anymore. Oh, we're not through with, but it takes the other die machine for the inside. All right, I get all these little pieces out. Okay, get those. And this is another little piece that we need to set aside. And then we've got our hello. We're going to be ready to assemble our card. I'm going to go ahead and position this. Just put some adhesive right here in the back. Get it coming. And I just want a little bit of my Moody Mauve to show. Just a little bit. And you can get it and scrunch it behind it to where it doesn't show at all, except at the bottom. Okay. And we've got these ready to go. All right, let's bring in our card base. And we'll do our flower first. And we're going to do that with dimensionals. So, and I want to put the dimensionals right in the center. I'm only going to use 2 and put them right in the center so that I can tuck the leaves behind it. So I'm just going to put that right there. And then for the leaves, I just need just the littlest line of glue. And I like to, and I should have done it before I put the glue on, I like to curve my leaves up. Let me curve this one up and put a little dot of glue, just a little bit. And I don't glue the top because I want it to look curved. There we are. And the last little leaf. It's going to go right there. All right. We've got our sentiment. We have our ribbon. I'll tie a bow real quick. Bring it down. Make it lay flat. Yeah. There we go. Pull it tighter. That's just about the right size. Bring it in, puff my little ends out a little bit, and trim this. I may have to trim it a little more. And then we're going to put this on with dimensionals. And we're going to move it down so that we can position the bow at the top. And we'll put a dimensional at the top and a dimensional under it. Oops, we don't want that to show. There we go. Okay. Right about there. Get it straight. As always, let me get it straight. Okay. And we'll do a glue dot for our bow. I'm actually probably going to do two. One on that end, sort of, and one right next to it. Okay. You might need to put a glue dot to keep your ribbon down, not up over the edge, so that it'll go into the envelope smoothly. You may need a glue dot down a little bit, just to hold it. Make it look right here. There we go. There we go. All right. So all we lack now are our dots. And I think I didn't pull them out. I thought I did. I must have pulled them out because I'm not seeing. Oh, here they are. No? Well, there they are. Okay. So we're going to put a dot here and one here. And we're going to put one right down here on this. All right, we're done. There's our card for our May monthly stamp club. And we have this one, and this one, and this one. All of these will be included. The card kits will be included in your May monthly stamp club. All the pieces you need to make these cards. So I hope that you will consider, no matter where you are in the U.S., I hope you'll consider participating in the May monthly stamp club. And all you need to do is comment or message me, Susie Zoo at Verizon.net. Susie Zoo at Verizon.net is my email. And you can also email me. Let me, Suzy, SUZYZOO at Verizon.net. Susie Zoo at Verizon.net is my email. So you can message me from YouTube or email me. Let me know that you want to participate and how you want to pay. Thank you for watching. If you, I love it when you comment. So if you're watching the replay, be sure and comment. Let me know where you're from. Which of these cards you like the best? Which, you know, I tried to do different colors on each one of them. Which one do you like the best? And next Thursday will be a card demonstration. So be sure and tune in next Thursday at 10 o'clock. If you don't have a demonstrator helping you out, I would love to be that person. I would love to help you out. And my online store is deannablackman.stampinup.net, and it is listed on this website where you can order from me. So look that up. I'll put a new host code up today. So I would love to help you out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for watching, and have a blessed rest of your week. Bye-bye.